Some breaking news this afternoon. Democratic Congressman Raul Grijalva died this morning in Tucson after suffering complications from chemotherapy. The longest-serving member of Arizona's congressional delegation was diagnosed with lung cancer back in April of 24. He was 77.
12-term congressman. He'd been largely absent from Congress for much of the year while he got treatment. He might be best known for calling for an economic boycott of our state back in 2010 after the passage of SB 1070, the so-called Show Me Your Papers law. 12 News journalist Bram Resnick gives us a bigger picture of a politician who dedicated half a century of his life to serving the people of Tucson and Arizona.
Democratic Congressman Raul Grijalva was an old-school progressive, rooted in his community, not afraid to mix it up.
I came of age admiring Democrats who fought for civil rights, for women's rights, for clean air, clean water, and for peace.
That's how Grijalva introduced himself at the 2016 Democratic National Convention. He endorsed Hillary Clinton for president after the primaries were over. Grijalva's first choice was the progressives' champion, Senator Bernie Sanders.
And at some point, some of the corporate interests in this state have to have the courage to stand up and say this law is bad.
Grijalva made national news in 2010 by calling for an economic boycott of his home state after the passage of SB 1070, the so-called Show Me Your Papers law targeted undocumented immigrants. The boycott ended after Grijalva conceded it wasn't changing any minds.
I'll be quite honest with you, Richard. I just don't think that there's going to be that kind of effect on the leadership of this state on this issue.
Raul Grijalva was the son of a bracero, a guest worker who emigrated from Mexico to Tucson. Grijalva was born there and would serve his community for 51 years on the Tucson City Council, Pima County Board, and in Congress.
Preserving these lands is good not only for Arizona, but for the planet.
The capstone of Grijalva's half-century career was President Joe Biden's creation in August 2023 of a new national monument for historic tribal land around the Grand Canyon. Grijalva had pushed the federal government for nearly a decade to protect the land. It married his concern for the environment with advocacy for indigenous people. Grijalva revealed in April 2024 that he'd been diagnosed with lung cancer. He ran for and won a 12th term in Congress in November, but Grijalva vowed it would be his final term. Bram Resnick, 12 News.
And so how will Congressman Grijalva's 7th district seat be filled? Under the Arizona Constitution, Governor Katie Hobbs must call a special election and general election for the seat within the next 3 days. The special election could fall in July or August. The general election could be as late as 7 months from now in October. Now, this is a majority Latino, safe Democratic district. The seat will be vacant for a while, but Congressman Grijalva's staff says they'll continue serving the district. Mark?
Bram, Grijalva was able to serve pretty much by flying under the radar for all of those years, and he was reelected term after term after term. Aside from the fact that he lived in a largely Democratic district, was there anything special sauce that Raul Grijalva had, do you think?
Raul Grijalva was a progressive to his bones. He lived that out for 50 years and really served his district. He was a household name in that district, given all his service there. You know, that's what did it. Up here in Maricopa County in Phoenix, we really don't know him that well, even though part of his district reaches into the West Valley. But down in Tucson, he is a household name, and it is possible that his daughter, Adelita Grijalva, could run to succeed him.
All right, Bram, thank you.